What's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Nerd Talk with Malcom and Eli. I'm Malcolm.
I'm Eli.
And we're here back with you guys in full effect. We missed last week because my man was under the weather, so we had to, take some time off.
I was ill. It was not a game.
But in that time, a bunch of stuff happened.
Yes, it did.
So we got a lot of stuff to cover. There's a lot of trailers, a lot of news.
It's a jam-packed show, people.
Jam-packed show. And we're here with some nerd talk for you guys. And if you enjoy this content, like, share, and subscribe. Tell us some more stuff you would like us to talk about and discuss.
Yes.
Anything else?
Hit the bell notification.
Hit the bell notification.
And all the links of our podcast are in the link below, people.
Yes. All right, so let's get to it. So, what do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about we missed the Jonathan Majors stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we missed the Jonathan Majors stuff. Everybody has been talking about that, but there's been no word on if he is still going to be King the Conqueror in the MCU. I'm hearing other things like they're looking for his replacement. What do you think about that?
I think if that happens, I'm probably gonna take an exit out.
And
kind of like
I think so. I think I'm done with the MCU if that happens. But I'm not gonna lie to you.
From what I heard, they couldn't necessarily find a lot of evidence that proves that he was a domestic abuser.
Yes.
And if we know how these type of situations go, they automatically fire you without proving if you're innocent or guilty.
They did the same thing with James Gunn. Ironically.
Right. Yeah. When that situation happened.
Yes, ironically.
So, and those were over tweets.
Yes.
Those were over offensive tweets. So, honestly, because I'm so used to him now.
Yes.
And watching him, and I think he's actually doing a great job as King the Conqueror.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And then who are you gonna replace Jonathan Major with?
Yeah, we're talking about Damson Idris from Snowfall.
Oh, that's always their resort now. It kind of, because they did the same thing. Some people wanted to play Black Panther.
Yes.
And Black Panther 2.
Yep.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm watching him now because of Snowfall.
You're watching Snowfall, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm watching Snowfall. But honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Just keep him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
ride that sucker out.
The MCU is like nobody wants to admit it, but the peak was 4 years ago.
Yeah, it really was.
The peak was 4 years ago with Endgame. Like that was like with Avengers Endgame, and that was the peak. And everything else, they keep creating excuses.
Yeah,
and saying Phase 4 was a transitional phase, and they did a lot of fan service in Phase 4, but like they just have not put out a good product. And here's the thing, I won't even say that. Here's the thing, I liked some of the movies that they came out with. I liked Eternals. I just think it should have been a show, but I enjoyed it. Spider-Man was okay, like it was nothing because people was mad about that.
Spider-Man was a nostalgia film.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't nostalgia film.
The only thing bad I think that came out was Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
That was like really just like this is trash. Like what are we watching here?
Right.
The CGI, like everything was bad. I'm hearing some good things about sticking to the MCU. I just hope they keep Jonathan Majors as Kang, but sticking to the MCU.
Right.
Some early reviews for Guardians of the Galaxy, and by the time you watch this, it may be out already.
Right.
But I'm hearing some really good things about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, they said that there was overwhelming positive things about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, IGN gave it like an 8 out of 10.
Oh, that's good.
And I think GameSpot gave it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
So they've, for what James Gunn does, I can kind of rely on. I can trust him being the director, and this is the third film, so I'm assuming, because it looks so emotional in the trailer, I'm assuming it's a good send off for everybody to
Because I think Chris Pratt said he's done with the character.
Jack says, Dave Bautista says he's done.
Dave Bautista said he's done. Zoe Saldana, she said she's done with Gamora after this.
Right.
Like everybody's just kind of moving on, and you don't realize like they started this 10 years ago.
Yeah,
like
I
the first Guardians came out in 2014.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I was just like, I didn't know what they was at the time.
Me neither.
I was like, I don't know what I'm watching.
So like as fans, like we want these people to stay these characters forever, but they have to move on.
Right.
So I think I heard this was like a really, really good send off.
And then they did like 3 Avenger films.
That's true too. Yeah, they did a lot of movies.
They didn't do Ultron, but they did do
Infinity War
and Endgame.
Endgame.
They did
I didn't realize like in Infinity War, you know, when they do the 5-year time jump, that they built in like real life 5 years.
Right. Oh, into the film.
Like because think about it, like once the blip happens and it's 5 years later, that's now.
Right.
Because 2019, like it just that was clever. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
It's clever.
I still expect my thoughts is Rocket's gonna die.
I think so as well. People keep thinking it's gonna be. It might be Drax. I know it might be Drax.
It might be. I mean,
might be Drax.
Because I know in
somebody's gonna die.
And somebody's gonna die. Somebody ain't making it.
Did you see the trailer? They cursed.
Oh, they did.
First F-bomb.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that in the
they actually cursed
article. That they got the first F-bomb
in MCU.
In MCU, yeah.
Wonder why.
I feel like,
and in the Guardians,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually thought the first F-bomb was gonna be Deadpool, because Deadpool.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
because he's gonna be cursing left, right, and center. So, but I'm not mad that it's Guardians, because the Guardians kind of at times did feel like, especially with Rocket being so hot tempered.
Yes.
I definitely thought that the Guardians was actually gonna be the first one, so I'm not that mad.
Yo, you know what I noticed though? In all of the like press run promotional stuff, Bradley Cooper don't be there.
Yeah, actually now
he doesn't like. He's the voice of Rocket. This is basically like his movie.
Right, yeah.
And he don't be in any of the press run stuff.
Yeah.
I saw him like at the premiere yesterday. I saw a picture and I was like, that's the first time I've seen you associate with these people.
Yeah, because I never knew. Once again, in the last episode, I just found out that he was the voice of Rocket. So, yeah,
there's something to that.
Yeah,
something to that. So,
maybe, you think he's a little ashamed?
No, I don't know if he's ashamed. He probably just doesn't want to do it. I'm sure as an actor, like press is annoying.
Right. Yeah. To
answer the same questions over and over again. So it's probably in his contract where he doesn't have to do it.
Right.
Like there's a lot of examples of movie stars who just did not want to do press for a movie.
Right. Okay. I feel you.
Who knows? So I'm hearing that there's going to be a TV writer's strike coming soon.
Ooh, which network?
All TV writers.
Oh.
Like they all are in a union, and this is as a result of them not getting paid for their work, because before they used to get paid, they would have writing credit on a show,
right?
And then they would get paid as a result of reruns.
Okay.
Right? With streaming now.
Yeah,
it's hard to compensate for reruns, and so now networks are just selling rights to a show for a streaming network in like a bulk deal, so they're not getting paid. And like what they would get paid for something, like they could barely like pay their rent, and they've written on Emmy nominated shows.
Yeah.
How is that possible? And now they said that people who've been in writing rooms for 10 years are making the same thing that somebody who just got a writing deal.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Listen, from what I'm hearing, you gotta do what you gotta do. Take a stand and get paid.
So what does that do for the quality of the shows now? You get what I'm saying? So now we mad as consumers, like, yo, this is terrible.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta have to give up something to get something.
They gotta figure out a way. They gotta figure out a way to adequately pay these people. Yeah,
pay me, man. Because if you don't, granted you can find a replacement, but the quality ain't gonna be the same.
Exactly.
So you're gonna have to pick and choose your poison. Either pay the writers and you get your quality shows back, but it is gonna be also a challenge, because it's not just that. You have streaming services now to think about.
The streaming services, like, it threw a monkey wrench into a lot.
Because now that you mentioned, like, now that you broke it down, that it does explain a lot of the reruns because once I watch it, I can pick and choose.
Right now, when I want to watch it. Yeah,
right.
so like you don't get paid for reruns.
It's different if like I was flipping through a channel and I'm like, oh, it's a whole marathon of the show.
Yes.
Like TBS on Mondays sometimes or on Wednesdays and Thursdays have marathons of American Dad.
I love that show.
On that show, so I sit down and watch it if I can't catch it.
So that's why because streaming services are turning right back into cable,
right?
Because these cable networks actually own the rights of these shows, so they're just starting their own streaming networks, and they're saying if you want this show, you can only watch it here. So I don't know if that it's crazy. We came all the way back around to cable, but cable, like if we want our creatives adequately paid, we need them. It's a mess, man. It's a mess. All of it. All of it. The more innovation, the more of.
I just love the TV show so much.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like, I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. Certain TV shows I just can't live without. I told you that on the last episode. It's just like I made a whole list of TV shows I cannot live without. But it's gonna be a slippery slope.
Yeah.
So something's gonna definitely fall off as a result.
Yeah. So that's that. So if you feel like there is a drop off in quality in shows, I remember when like all of like the classic black shows were back on Netflix and stuff like that when they just like put them on Netflix, Moesha, Girlfriend, like a lot of these shows, and you just like damn, like how come like they didn't get like a correct like finale? It's because it was a writer's strike then.
Oh,
a lot of those shows, it was a writer's strike, and then a lot of shows just kind of ended. It's mad. It's fascinating to think about. So we didn't get to talk about this. A Twitch streamer, I think he might be a former Twitch streamer, Kai Cenat.
I do know. I've heard of him.
You heard of him, right? So he's actually from the Bronx. Shout out. Sure, he got banned from Twitch, right? Now, this was, I don't know if this got reversed or anything, but this was after he became the number one Twitch streamer.
Right.
And it just like dawned on me like, he could be the number one Twitch streamer, bringing you guys millions of dollars.
Yeah.
A month, basically.
And popularity.
And notoriety to you guys' network, and you guys still ban him.
Wasn't that like over some GTA?
Probably Grand Theft Auto or something like that. But it just, like, I don't know if y'all are like, they're like that across the board, then okay, cool.
Right.
You know the rules.
But I'm obviously.
As a business owner, like,
Kai is a target. So. And it's like, okay.
And streaming, it like the way that, the Twitch streamers go. Some of the stuff don't even be on their control, right? They could be like trying to like bring people in, and the person that they bring in is banned on Twitch.
Right.
So you get in trouble for doing that. Like that's not fair. Like it's crazy.
Well, I mean, but it looks like they got a target on Kai's back. I mean, which is weird because, like we said, you're bringing in a bunch of revenue, popularity, and celebrities on top of that. So. But I've heard.
I think he had Obama. He had Obama on it.
He had Rich Paul.
Yeah.
He had I think he had Scissor pop through from.
He had Javante Davis like before the fight. Like that's when him and Ryan Garcia made that bet. That was on his stream.
On his stream. So, I mean, I don't. Because I mean, at this point, do you even want him there? Like, do you even want him around?
Like
in terms of, I mean, I'm not trying to make this a racial thing, but obviously. He's the most streaming. He's a black person, but I've heard that Twitch for years have been kind of shady on terms of how they want to operate.
I heard that too.
I heard that too. Meaning they'll let another popular streamer do whatever they want.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Pick you out.
I heard that too. You're right. No, you're right. You are right.
Once again, I'm trying to get a ritual thing, but
it might be. So there is another streaming platform called Kick. I heard that might be offering him.
Wasn't that used to be the
bag?
The little text message thing we used to use, Kick?
I don't know if it's the same one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's the same one, but I heard they're offering him the bag.
Okay, yeah.
Academics said you might as well go over there, get the bag from Kick. Or Rumble.
I mean,
or Rumble.
Either way, he gonna go somewhere else and get the bag.
Yes,
so he hope he's fine overall. Yes. But y'all need to really either be fair with your strikes or just let everything slide. Like
I agree.
Or pick it,
I agree.
Don't go for the high ups because they don't want to put the streaming thing on the map. Yes. So
I agree. So did you see the new teaser for the next Godzilla King Kong movie?
I did not. That one kind of went over me.
Yeah, it was only a teaser, but so it showed a creature on like a throne, not a real throne, obviously, on something, and then it zooms out and it's skulls of King Kong and Godzilla.
Oh, so like
it's not King Kong versus Godzilla. It's like King Kong and Godzilla movie
teaming up, right? Against
So whatever that creature was.
Gotcha. Kind of reminds me of Lobo. How like Lobo used to take the enemies of like Flash, Green Lantern, have him on as a mantle, and then be like, yo, who the heck? Because he don't look. By the way, Lobo don't look that strong as a villain, but I'm using that as an
I'm curious to see what creature it is. I always like with Godzilla and King Kong. I want like more backstory to like
their history.
Their history, like because the last movie had like the Hollow Earth thing, like that's where they came from, but. Like, how is Kong, like, the only one of his, like, ancestors left? I don't want that. Like, I wanted him to have some backstory to his, like...
Also, why is
creatures,
Godzilla so bigger than him? Because listen, I'm a King Kong fan. I don't really know a lot about Godzilla. I know a little bit from time to time.
No, because I even want to know, like, how the hell did King Kong end up on that one island?
True.
In the middle of nowhere. Which y'all are from the middle of the earth. Like, how did y'all get here? Like, what's the story behind that? I don't know. So, hopefully, this next movie...
Am I excited about it? Yeah. Probably.
I'm checking it out.
I mean, I'll watch it. Because it's going to be some CGI, high-action stuff.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Sort of like Transformers, which we'll get into a little bit.
Oh, son, we get into that right now.
All right, we can get into it.
Son. So, Transformers Rise of the Beast trailer dropped.
Right. This is the second trailer, right?
Yes, the second trailer. That looks fire.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little lost. Because at this point, I know a little bit about it.
Okay. So, the Transformers Beast Wars, that came out when it came out in the 90s. I was young.
Okay.
And when Dad would wake me up for school, like that would be on. So like that was so the way it's like time travel because this is like way after the original Optimus Prime Megatron.
Okay.
Right? Now these are two different races. They're not Autobots, Decepticons. They're Predacons and Manimals, right? And they're like they're like fighting in space and they get trapped in a time vortex. End up on prehistoric Earth. There's no cars. There's no planes. There's only animals. So the Manimals, they turn into mammals.
Mammals, right.
Hence the name. Yeah. Optimus Primal, he's the big gorilla.
Right.
Then there is a descendant, I think, of Megatron. He's there. He turns into like dinosaurs and stuff like that. How it fits into this story, I got no clue.
Got you.
This takes place in 1994.
Okay.
In Brooklyn, 1994. How it takes place, I have no clue. And to make it more confusing for you guys out there, this does not take place in the same continuity as the original Transformer movies.
I figured that.
Right? So I'm talking about 07 to 2012.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with those movies.
This does it even take place with the Mark
Wahlberg?
Yeah.
No, it does not.
Okay.
Did you see the Bumblebee movie that came out with John Cena?
I did.
It takes place in that universe. And that that was like a reboot. So this movie here is supposed to start off a new trilogy.
Okay.
Right, and I think this one is the main villain. The main villain is some guy called Scourge.
Okay.
And he's getting the planet ready for Unicron to come in. Do you know who Unicron is?
No.
Okay, so I watched the original Transformers movie that came out in the 80s. I'm not that old, but I had the tape.
Yeah.
Marcus had the tape. So I watched that one. Okay?
Gotcha.
So, and in the movie, in the trailer, they showed the Spanish dude get a device. He said, "Hey, you're up." He did get a device. That was because he is going to be wearing an exosuit that allows him to become a Transformer. Yes, in the original movies, they did that.
Okay.
Yeah, they gave the kid the exosuit fly. That made me hype. I don't know about you guys. Know what I'm talking about? But I was hype. And if you know, in the original movie, they did some gangster as well because the show was going on, the TV show. And then the movie come out, they killed Optimus Prime in like the first 10 minutes.
Ah.
And it was still a fire movie. How did they do that? That was gangster.
Okay.
But like as a result of the backlash and stuff like, even though the movie was good, they brought him back.
They brought him back. Yeah. Okay.
So Optimus Prime actually died a couple
we got
times.
another. They turning this into Spider-Man.
Yeah. It's getting out of control.
Yeah.
It's getting out of control. Because I heard another rumor. This might confuse you even more, Eli. Confuse you even more. That Scourge, the villain, is actually an evil Optimus Prime from the future. That actually happened in the comics.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
That actually happened in the comics. If you know what I'm talking about, comment below.
Is Michael Bay still?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh,
it's somebody else.
Oh,
it's somebody else. And if you watch the trailer, this is Optimus Prime. He hasn't been on Earth that long. So he don't really like humans like that. He don't care. He just kind of like, like
the one that we met. He
was like
he
really
been on Earth for a minute.
Yeah, he was really
so
like
he knew how to adapt. Gotcha.
Yeah, humans are. We need to stick with them.
Is Bumblebee in this?
He is in this.
This is I'm assuming after he lost his voice.
I'm not sure.
Because the Bumblebee film...
He lost his voice in that one.
He lost his voice
in that one. This is after, yes. Because that one takes place in the 80s.
Right.
This one takes place in 94.
Okay, so this might be like a decade after he lost his voice.
Yes.
Okay.
So if he'll get a new voice, who knows? I think he should.
Obviously, I'm going to still watch Transformers.
I'm watching that. That look good.
And Malcolm broke it down. I'll probably find a deeper explaining.
I hope they explain it way better than I did just now.
No, he did a great job. I hope they do.
I hope they do.
That's a lot of moving around.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take a little bit.
Okay.
We gotta talk about this Kraven movie. Now, what I'm hearing. Is they had a CinemaCon festival. Mm-hmm. Somewhere, I don't remember the city, but they teased Kraven the Hunter rated R film.
Oh, and Kraven, he is a Spider-Man villain.
Yes, he is a Spider-Man villain who can kill.
Okay.
I like the fact that it's rated R, because that's different from Marvel.
Yeah.
This is a Sony production, by the way, so this isn't an MCU.
Sony got all the villains.
Because they still own all the rights to Spider-Man, so they can still technically mess up the whole MCU thing. I just don't need them to mess it up like how they did with
Venom.
No, the vampire dude.
Morbius.
Don't mess this up with that, because I didn't even watch it because it was that bad.
Yeah.
And then Terrence tried to convince us that it was that great just because he was getting paid for it. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
The way and by the way, the fact that he will be Kraven will be in Spider-Man 2 kind of hypes up the film now.
Oh, he will be. Oh, you talking about in the game?
In the game.
Oh.
Because it's gonna be Kraven and Venom that we're gonna have to deal with. But
I didn't know that. I just thought it was Venom.
No. So it kind of hypes it up a little bit more. And the fact that it's rated R, so that means they can get to. Because in Kraven's background story, he's a rated R film. Like, he does so much dark stuff that they have to make it a rated R film. Okay. So like Wolverine, like you can't,
Because they tried to make Morbius. He's a vampire, and they didn't show any blood. Right. That was like, come on.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
I didn't see the trailer. I was trying to find the little teaser,
I couldn't. Like they couldn't. They kept stripping it off YouTube.
They kept taking it off YouTube. So, am I excited? Yeah. Sony is just a little tricky though, because Sony I can't trust as much as I do with the MCU. Yeah. So it's a hit and take, But I'm excited. It's gonna come out. They said it's sure to come out in October of
this year.
Which kind of gets me a little nervous.
Yeah, hell yeah, because like I didn't hear nothing about it.
Yeah, so and we're in April now. Yeah. So I don't know how that's. If I was them, I would honestly delay it to 2024 of October.
Yeah, I think I would too.
But who knows? We'll see. They might.
Speaking of vampires, the Blade movie started filming. It's going to start filming next month.
Okay, yeah.
With Mahershala Ali.
Yeah. They almost dropped the ball with that one.
They did.
And it's kind of scary. See, now it got me a little bit more on edge about that because of what I've heard that didn't go right. Ali was getting upset.
He said the script was trash.
Trash, right. It was only like 10 scenes or 10 pages of fighting. Yeah. So, and Kevin Feige doesn't really mess this up in terms of, who he wants to pick. But I'm glad that they're still greenlighting it and still giving it a chance.
Okay, nice.
Are you excited about it? I mean,
yeah, I want to see. I want to see Blade for like now. You know what I'm saying? Like what they could do, because the original Blade movies, the first two hold up.
Yeah.
And the last one, the last one was bad. Like I don't like they said like Wesley Snipes and the director didn't like each other so much. Like Wesley like would have scenes and he just wouldn't do anything in the scene. Mm-hmm. Like there was one scene at the end where he had to open his eyes to like because I think if I remember like they thought he was dead and then at the end he opened his eyes. In the actual filming, he just didn't open his eyes.
Wow!
So they CGI'd him opening his eyes. If you watch it, it looks that sick. It looks that crazy.
Wow!
And then he didn't like the director so much that he just wouldn't come out of his trailer. So like what they did with the movie, like everything where he just wasn't talking, they just had somebody standing in for him.
Damn, like a stunt double.
Like they said, like that movie was cut and paste. That whole movie basically.
Was it true that he didn't like Ryan Reynolds?
I think he probably thought he was annoying.
Okay.
Probably.
Because I've heard like a rumor that like him and Ryan Reynolds kind of was bumping heads and.
Yeah, they said Wesley, he was like really hard to deal with at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what this movie will look like.
Yeah.
Did you see the White Man Can't Jump remake?
I did.
Did you see the original?
I did not see the original. I kind of want to watch the original now to understand what I'm about to get into. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll probably go see it.
You know what? I'm going to judge it for myself because every time I let the internet judge a movie for me, I just go, I'm not going to see it. They said it was trash.
Yeah.
Because when the House Party remake came out, everybody was like, this is the garbage. Then I watched it. Wasn't bad.
It wasn't
not bad.
Okay.
You can judge me all you want.
Right.
I watched all of the originals.
Okay.
And I said, this one was not bad. And the only thing is, they didn't have to call it a House Party. They could have called it something else.
And had it entwined with
they could have called it something else. But it was not bad.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. Jack Harlow's actually funny when I watched the trailer, him being a white boy and trying to make money and them trying to hustle with everybody else. They have a lot of actresses out I can recognize, see on the trailers and
And they try to make it more like social media
and then
friendly, I guess.
It doesn't look that bad. Like I would actually go
I'm gonna go
and watch it.
I'm gonna go check it.
Check it out. Oh, by the way, hold up. We don't even gotta go to theaters because it's gonna be on Hulu. It's a Hulu original.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's gonna come out on Hulu.
I didn't catch that. I didn't know that.
At the if you guys go rewatch the trailer, it'll say the Hulu.
I did not know that.
It's gonna be a Hulu original, so you can just go watch it at home.
I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Hulu original.
Did you see the Hunger Games trailer?
I did. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm only gonna see that because of Viola Davis and Tywin from Game of Thrones.
Yes, Peter Dinklage.
Thank you.
Yes.
Those are only two reasons.
Yeah, so this is called Hunger Games: Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
It looks like it takes place before.
Way before. So this is the 10th Hunger Games. The movies was the 74th and 75th Hunger Games, if I'm correct.
Okay.
So this is the 10th one.
So this is how they gonna set it up for how it became the.
I'm guessing.
Right.
Because why not just do the first Hunger Games if that was the case?
Yeah, if that was the case. Yeah.
And so I don't know why they're doing it the 10th, but the people who read the books are excited about it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If it wasn't for Viola Davis and my man.
No, the Hunger Games weren't that bad. It was just the last two movies that they broke up.
Yeah, you said that. You said they could have just been in one big third film.
Really did not need to be broken up into two parts.
They broke it up into two parts and they kind of dragged it out. Yeah.
So it's talking about movies being broken up into two parts. Fast and the Furious.
I told y'all.
Fast and the Furious.
It's official. We're getting Fast and Furious 11.
Well, it's 10 part 2.
Yeah, it's 10 part 2, but it's Fast and Furious 11.
Yeah.
I don't care. Listen, man, me and Michael should have done a bet for this. Cause I told him.
Yeah, I didn't. I was like, it's no way.
2 parts.
Come on.
So Fast and Furious 10 comes out in May?
Yes.
Comes out in May.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be either hung off on a cliffhanger.
It has to be because, of course.
Or he gonna say something about family, and that's gonna fade into black, and then they're gonna come back again.
I'm tired of this.
Listen. At this point, I don't know what else they could do. I don't even know what they even do in the so-called 11th film, because the way the 10th one is set up, it looks like it should just end there. By the way, it should have been ended, but I love for it. Honestly, I feel like the OG fans are just in this for Paul Walker at this point.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I stopped after 7.
at the Paul Walker's final film.
Yeah,
right?
I was just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
Good. Because 5, I think 5 was actually its peak.
I can agree. Because then that's when they brought in, the
That's
Rock.
when they brought in everybody, and I was just like,
and the way that they pulled the heist is still.
Yes, this was wow. This is great. And then 5, it kind of turned it into an actual heist movie.
Yeah.
6, I was super excited to see 6 because 5 was so good. 6 wasn't bad.
Right.
7, I was like.
And then 7 was emotional. 7 was just
right.
We was just in there just as a support to Paul Walker.
8 was just like, wait, y'all still doing these?
Right.
9 was like, y'all are wilding.
And now 10 is like, and now because y'all want to break 10 into 2 parts, which goes back to what he just said about Hunger Games. Stop trying to break these final films.
They did that with Hunger Games. They did that with Twilight.
Parts.
They did that with Twilight.
The only time this worked was Harry Potter.
Yo, and so Vin Diesel said that the Fast and Furious franchise is the best franchise because it kept their actors. It kept all of the same actors for a long time.
Hold up.
What do you think?
First of all, so you're gonna just skip over the fact that in the second one it was only Paul Walker and Terrence.
Tyrese, yes.
And that was his first film. First of all, that was Terrence's first film on the set. In the franchise, because he had just came in.
Yep.
And then y'all
third movie.
Y'all didn't have because that's when the contract strike kind of began, right? The second one going into third one.
I guess because the third one it was in Tokyo. It was Tokyo Drift. It wasn't
Tokyo
even
Drift.
Yeah.
And then that's when who died in that? At the
Han died.
Yeah, Han died in that.
Yes.
And then at the end we see Vin Diesel kind of pop up and kind of take over again.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
Confusing. I don't know. And I think Harry Potter is probably the best one.
Yeah.
Harry Potter was 8 movies, and I think 90% of the cast stayed. Harry, Hermione, Ron, Hagrid, Snape, McGonagall, Malfoy, his parents.
The only 2 that changed was who's the villain? Dumbledore and Voldemort. That was at the very beginning.
I still give it to Harry Potter.
Right.
I still give it because those movies actually still hold up. They were still actually
I don't know
good.
what Vin Diesel is talking about because there's 2 years where y'all didn't show up.
Yeah. So
the second one, they had just paid. They had only paid Paul Walker.
Yeah.
And then the third one, y'all all went on strike. And then the fourth one, y'all came back. Yeah. With someone, it was weird.
Yeah, it was mad weird. So.
Am I still gonna watch it too? Yeah, because it's I don't know, man. It's drag racing.
Y'all gotta convince me to do that again. I don't know if I'm with it. I don't know if I'm with it, man. I don't know if I'm with it.
You know the trailer gonna convince you to be like, I gotta, imagine.
Don't know if I'm with it. So the WWE is being sued by one of its writers over racist scripts for the storylines, and this one had to do with Is a wrestler named Bella? I don't know. You know her? She's bad.
Bella. Are we talking about the Bella twins?
I don't know if she's the twins. She's black girl though.
Oh, black girl. Then no, I don't.
Oh, so I don't because I haven't been up on WWE, but they're suing as a result of the racist scripts. Now, somebody as a result of this, they started pulling up old promo clips from WWE, and they were wilding back then.
Yeah, absolutely, they were
wilding back there. Like I don't know how they got away with some of this stuff.
Am I surprised? No,
me neither. One of the videos it showed JBL catching immigrants at the border.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that scene. I definitely remember that. And I just I don't know why it never clicked. I was just like, this is entertainment. Let's move on. Like,
bro. So yeah, and then it had Vince McMahon being racist to Booker T.
Yeah, nah. Dude, they were able to. get away with a lot.
They got away with a lot back then. So I'm
gonna be honest with you. I'm surprised it's taking them this long to sue them.
Me too.
Because we're talking over. If you really think about it, we're talking about from the early.
It's like 4 decades.
4 decades, at least 4 decades.
Yeah.
Like the early 80s.
Yeah.
I was thinking 90s, but early 80s to now. And that means that Vince had to pay off a lot of people to keep hush money.
So the fact that it's coming out now and
I do know that he did lose one of his two black main female wrestlers, which is Sasha Banks and
it might have been
Naomi.
Might have been her. It was one of the writers who they weren't comfortable doing something racist with her.
Okay.
And
that was the last straw. Yeah. I mean, they'll get out somehow, some way. WWE's gonna figure this out and get out of it,
or pay somebody off.
Because
that's what they do. So I recently binge watched All American Homecoming. Not a bad show. It infuriates me.
With Damien?
No, it infuriates me because both of these shows, All American and Homecoming, because they based around sports that I've played.
Okay.
Infuriate me because it's just it don't work like that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I just know how
their dilemmas. Yeah.
I just know that don't happen.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? In the main show, I remember one of the seasons where Jordan
was too small.
No, he wasn't too small. They kept acting like college coaches weren't looking at him.
Yeah.
In the show, he is 6'3", 6'4",
right,
200-pound quarterback.
Yeah.
Who just won a state championship? Who looked like a stud?
Right. Yeah.
Colleges would be knocking and his father is an ex-NFL player.
Yeah.
There's no way this would be a thing. But
right.
They kept making it drama.
Right.
We don't know. He might have to go
yeah.
JUCO. He might have to walk on the team.
And then he started doing he started taking extra what was it, PEDs?
Not PED. It was the pain.
To bulk up. Yeah.
Oh no, he almost went on steroids. Yes.
Because I know Asher definitely did.
Definitely did. Yes.
He definitely did.
That's true.
And then Jordan almost did because he was under pressure that.
I was this is not a thing. And then in the off season, they had off season 7-on-7s, and Spencer was I gotta get my mom's out of Crenshaw right now. I'm just even if you do very well. Even if you do very well in the 7-on-7, your mom's still gonna be in Crenshaw, man. So stuff like that, the forced drama makes me upset. But I understand it's a show, so it has to be really, really dramatic.
Yeah.
But going back to Homecoming, I enjoyed it.
I'm not gonna hold you. Homecoming does a lot less of that right now.
But the thing I respect about Homecoming is about the main character plays baseball. It's not basketball. It's not football. Like we always usually do in our community. It's a baseball and it's an HBCU, so it's baseball. So the dynamics is a little different.
And then the other main character plays tennis.
Yes, exactly.
So it's
exactly. It's it's different. So
But like I said, right now it's not annoying right now because it's only the second. I guarantee you, give us another 2 seasons and then we'll be back here saying the same thing we say about All American.
And I don't know, man. I can't turn off my brain when I'm watching these shows because I be knowing exactly what's about to happen and what's coming.
My mom does the same thing. When I watch it with her, she calls it out, and I'm like, nah.
I can't turn my brain off. I'm just oh, this
that ain't gonna happen. It happens. I'm like, I did that. So, but I will admit, right now, I do like Homecoming more than All American. I think I'm just so used to the patterns of All American.
Exactly.
That I was just like, okay, cool.
Yes. And they make everything a way bigger deal than it needs to be.
Oh, by the way, y'all gonna have to stop killing off characters because it's making it very predictable. Not Homecoming, talking about All American.
Who they killed off?
Because you didn't watch it.
I know
they killed
Coach.
Yeah. Baker. Why? That was unnecessary.
Him himself, Tay Diggs, to be in that shit, he probably didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, and
they need to kill him off.
Yeah, technically they had to because the way he broke it down was that he could have left Olivia and wandered off, but it's he kind of left that behind in the beginning.
Okay.
He left that whole leaving them out there just so he can be a family dad again. Yeah. So it was just there ain't no other route we can go but kill you. And then the way they did it was just so he died off a cliff.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
yeah.
You couldn't, like,
Yeah.
I would have rather it be like a car accident.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. All right, he didn't make it out the car, but like off a bus cliff.
How long do you think they bring him back?
Yeah, it's like, because the rule, by the way, just so y'all know, if they don't ever show the body, if they don't ever show, ain't dead.
That's why I think Ghost is coming back in power. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They ain't show
the body. So if they ain't show the body, then you'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I honestly watch All American and Homecoming for the females, and then sometimes they begin annoying. So then I got
this is like, this is not a big deal. Shut up.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but I will admit, I do like the black essence of Homecoming, because the way that they like act. Like, for example, there was an episode where, if you remember the dinner table where they was arguing with Nate about him getting together with his ex, and then Damien was like, "Yo, you don't gotta be with him."
Yeah, that was the most realistic.
That is how you were supposed to answer that.
Yo, Eli, when I was watching it and said like that, they had to ad-lib that because that was the most realistic response.
Yo, like, yo, you don't gotta be with him.
Like, I was like, yo.
Perfect.
They ad-libbed that. I know exactly what you're talking about. They ad-libbed.
Even Keisha getting mad at Cam and be like, "Yo, I don't want to talk to you right now." It's like
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
So,
they ad-libbed that.
I will admit the writing on that one is a little bit more purist in terms of the creative.
Did you watch Bel-Air?
I've heard about it.
It's a great show. The Fresh Prince reboot.
Yeah.
Fire. Great show.
And I heard that it's great because of how real it is.
Yeah, like, and
it's still comedic, but
it's still comedic. It's still dramatic in its sense, but it's still like, oh, this is
right.
I'm enjoying this. I definitely recommend that.
Right.
Somebody on our show, Coach Wayne, who watches me and Dad's main show, he asks us all the time, "What do you feel about Batman Beyond being put in the DCAU?"
The reboot.
Yeah, I guess it's
the one that James Gunn is.
Yes,
I'm fine with that.
I think so as well.
We need Batman because listen, you put me on the Batman Beyond.
Fire.
You was like, yo, trust me, he's one of the best. Batmans, and I watch it and I understand why. Like it works, and there's a lot. It's a huge. Not only that, but it's a huge fan base behind that franchise.
It is.
They've been wanting to have that. They wanted Red Hood. We finally got Red Hood.
Yep.
Maybe not the best one, but we got him on screen. So I think it is time for that. And then all I need after that is Static Shock.
Yeah. James Gunn. He said he's actually open to doing a Static Shock movie. Yeah. He's doing a Superman Legacy.
Title. I just want to say that they are in early production with it, a lot earlier than we pretty much expected. So, I'll be honest with you. I don't know a lot about Superman Legacy, but a lot of fans are like really happy with what they're about to expect from Superman Legacy. I guess they're assuming. Because of comic books and what they read off of it. Once again, I'm putting a lot of faith into James Gunn. I don't know if he's gonna deliver, but I'm having faith in him.
Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully he just. I think James Gunn as a director has a little bit of a good ear to the
fans,
social media fans, the streets, and what they want out of these characters and what they want out of these movies. So hopefully.
Since we're talking about DC, the Flash trailer and
bro, that looks good.
We talked about the Blue Beetle trailer, right?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Okay. Yes. Those two trailers in particular are looking amazing.
Yeah, so the new Flash movie looks really, really good. I think they're doing a great job of not giving too much away in the trailers because I think there's still somebody else that will be the main villain in this movie.
It better be Reverse Flash.
I don't think it's going to be Reverse Flash. I think it's going to be that other Barry.
Okay.
Because if you watch the trailers, there's blue and there's yellow themes throughout the trailers, right? One has blue lightning, one has the typical orange lightning.
Right.
Now, I think that signifies them in two different stages of how they control the Speed Force.
Yeah.
But I think something will clash, and I think they haven't shown it. And usually when movies show everything, that means the movie is terrible.
Right.
The fact that they haven't shown anything and people are seeing it and saying it's fire, that's why.
And
just me.
I do have a movie expert who I follow on TikTok. He did say that there was a surprise cameo.
See?
So.
See? I heard Grant Gustin's not in it though.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm mad. Grant Gustin, he is the Flash on the CW show for 9 seasons.
He is.
He should be somewhere
in it. I get it. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's done enough for me. He can go retire.
Okay.
Be with his family.
All right. Fine.
But I'm pretty sure Ben Affleck's Batman is gonna die.
Yeah, they got to.
It'd be perfect.
He's done with them. He hates them.
Yeah, he hates them.
he hates them.
And have the legendary Batman be his replacement.
Okay.
Sorry if I don't know his name. It's from the 80s.
Michael Keaton.
My dad watches that one. So
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, Michael Keaton looks great in that as the Batman. I'm not gonna hold you. He looks amazing.
You watch the original one.
Yeah.
I watched the one he was in. He was good.
Yeah, he looks amazing.
Yeah, he was good. What else?
Let me see.
That might be it.
Equalizer.
Okay, Equalizer 3 is coming out. Did you see the trailer?
I did not. Wait, they're working on that?
No, it's coming out.
It's coming out.
It's coming out.
Oh, Denzel Washington's gonna be it?
Yes.
Oh.
And this is he doesn't do sequels, so
Yeah.
Equalizer 2 is his first sequel
Right.
that he did. So the fact he's doing 3.
Right. Okay. I'm feeling it.
Okay.
I'm feeling it. Equalizer 1 was still to me better than 2.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Yes, usually that way.
I'm
surprised that they're even doing a 3.
I am too, but if there's anybody who can do it, it's obviously Denzel.
Mm-hmm.
I just need them not to get carried away because the whole John Wick thing got carried away. Now, this is coming from me. I didn't even watch John Wick 4, but my parents did. They were like, listen, don't even watch. We wasted like 4 hours of our life. We can't get back. And they were like, it got carried away. I don't know. They were like, listen. So, and I do like Denzel more than Keanu Reeves because he can be classy and still.
I want Denzel to do something with his son.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not.
I think that'd be fire.
Because he's a great. He's getting my respect. Like, watching.
But that's probably he wants to make his own bones. Yeah.
But eventually he'll. I think eventually he'll tap in.
That has to happen.
No, I'm excited about it. I'll go watch it.
Okay. Anything else we missing? I feel like there's something else we missing.
Nah, guys, listen. Guardians of the Galaxy comes out May 5th.
May 5th.
Spider-Man Into the Multiverse comes out June 2nd.
That's what we got to talk about real quick. I keep hearing rumors that there's a lot of surprise cameos, voice cameos.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there's a lot of Spider-Mans.
Yes, yeah. And I think, I'm telling you, if they missed this, they're missing. They have to connect the video games somehow.
Oh, yeah. They were. No, they teased the PS4 Spider-Man in it. So he's walking.
Yes, that'd be so fire.
Yeah. And it looks like 2099 is definitely the villain. Yes. Now, he's not going to be the villain because he's obviously Spider-Man. But something Miles is going to do is going to piss him off.
I'm excited to check that out. So, guys, with that being said, this has been another episode of Nerd Talk with Malcolm and Eli. Yes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Add Eli, disabled. The link will be below. Follow us. You know us. And if you're listening right now, give us a rating and review, and we'll appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next week.
Peace out.